Tangent radius property, practice number 12. What is the radius of the largest circle that can be cut from a square piece of tissue paper? The diagonal measures 17 millimeters. We'll start by drawing the square piece of tissue paper. Next, we'll draw the largest circle that can be cut from this piece of tissue paper. This circle will touch all four sides of the tissue paper and be perfectly round. The diagonal of this tissue paper will measure 17 millimeters. That's from one corner to the other corner. This is not the diameter of the circle, as this line extends beyond the circle on both sides. And finally, what is the radius of this circle? To find the radius, we'll start at the center of the circle and draw a straight line touching the circle. So this will be our radius. To solve this question, we're going to pull out a right angle triangle. The angle in the bottom right corner will be our 90-degree angle. And we know that this line here is 17 millimeters. If we have a right angle triangle, we can solve the unknown sides using Pythagorean theorem, which is a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. Our c is going to be the line opposite of the right angle. So 17 millimeters is the side opposite of the right angle, and therefore the 17 will be our c. We'll call this side A, and we'll call this side B. Since sides A and B are both the same, because both of these sides came from a square, we will just call both sides A. So a squared plus a squared is equal to 17 squared. A squared plus a squared is 2a squared, and that's going to equal 289. To remove the 2 times a squared, we'll divide this side by 2. And if we divide this side by 2, we'll divide the 289 by 2 as well. The times 2 and divided by 2 will cancel, leaving us with a squared. And the 289 divided by 2 will equal 144.5. Next, we'll try to remove the squared from the a, so we'll take the square root of a squared. And if we take the square root of this side, we have to take the square root of 144.5 as well. The square root and squared will cancel, leaving us with a. And the square root of 144.5 is 12.02. So a is equal to 12.02 millimeters, and this will end up being our diameter. If we put this line back in our original shape, the 12.02 millimeters, you'll notice that this line goes from one side of the circle to the other side of the circle, and therefore is the diameter of the circle. And the radius will be half of that, because the radius is half of the diameter. So radius is equal to diameter divided by 2. Radius is equal to 12.02 divided by 2. And therefore, the radius will equal 6.01 millimeters.